Action. What up, what up, what up? This is Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ, introducing a new series, a new podcast with me and my boy Orlando to the, wait, I can't do it. There it is.
Oh, yeah, it's opposite.
There you go. Introduce yourself, my dude.
What's up, man? It's Orlando here. Joining your boy LQ on his podcast. Going to be talking about a array of different topics: fantasy, trash talking, the draft that just happened. Very interesting, going on the viral end of it. Yeah. See how it plays out.
I mean, obviously you're a Broncos fan, so you're definitely gonna have a lot of Bronco County fans come on here, and once they see that background and the hat and etc.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you got a shirt on. Is that a shirt?
Nah, it's just Puma.
Boo. All right, man. So we're basically going to kick off with this podcast. We're starting about our league cutthroat season. It's very grimy. I can say that we've been doing it for 3 years now. It's been a hell of a ride. You know, we had ups and downs. We had a champion here and a former champion right there. So this is the Champions League channel, I should say. So I will be looking to return the belt home where it belongs next season when the season comes up, if there is an NFL season. But we're going to keep positive vibes, and I think there will be a season, right?
I think so.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm down with no fans at the stadium. Fuck them. Who cares? Everybody should be home watching anyway.
That's true. If I can't go to the game, no one should be allowed to go to the game.
Facts. If I can't afford those tickets or that flight, nobody should be able to go. Especially with the Rams' new stadium. If I can't go, nobody can go.
Yeah. Maybe the tickets will be a little cheaper to get some people out there.
Hell yeah. I mean, I was going to go anyway because I definitely wanted to get that first experience, like that fresh field, the fresh stadium, probably, run on the field, interview a couple players.
No gum under the seats.
Yeah, no gum under the seats, no scumbags fucking pissing in the fucking bathrooms on the floor and shit. Eagle Stadium alert.
Oh my God! Never go to a Phillies game if you're not a Philadelphia fan.
Yeah, even if you're a fan, you're getting beat up in the bathroom anyway.
That's true. They're like the worst fan group, I would have to say.
Oh, you like the Eagles? I like the Eagles. Well, fuck you too, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's ridiculous. You can just go enjoy I would never go there as a Broncos fan to watch my team because it's not worth the headache and probably the hospital bills that I'll have after the game.
Because you're probably gonna get jumped.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go with my Eagles friends.
Nah, fuck that.
They probably get jumped with me just for being my friend.
Exactly, just for being there. Like, oh, you fucking traitor. Like, what? I actually thought about going to an Eagles game with my Rams shit, but I was like, nah, that's probably not smart. Even though I do want all the smoke, I don't want the bail.
Dude, I went to talking about those kind of experiences going to games. I went to a Giants game with my cousin. This was back in 2013 when Denver was at their peak. And I went into the bathroom by myself and literally almost got jumped right there, just trying to take a piss. And those were Giants fans. I would never go freaking try that shit in Philly. I can go to Phillies games, like the Philadelphia Phillies. That's not as bad because I'm a Mets fan.
Yeah, that's not bad. I've been to plenty of Philly games.
Yeah,
they're not as tryhards.
But Eagles are on a different level.
See, when I went to the Giants game, the Rams were facing them and they were blowing them out, I think, by 45 points.
Yeah, that's how it was.
The entire time.
That's how it was when we played, because that's when we had Peyton Manning broke the records for touchdowns that year. Our offense was unfucking stoppable. It was 40-something to 10, I think, the score.
Yeah, we blew them the fuck out, and no Giants fans actually were pissed about it. They kind of accepted it. You know what I mean? And I was there cheering. The rest of the Rams fans with me were cheering and shit, and I expected to get my ass whooped, but they kind of were just like, "We suck, bro. We know." We had people leaving in the first quarter, so it was kind of fuck it, whatever.
As much as it pains me to see the Eagles win a Super Bowl, I feel hopefully that kind of settles them down a little bit. Their fan group, like, all right, you guys won one. You don't have to be so angry now all the time for something.
Nah, it increased it, bro. I work with a bunch of Eagles fans. Shout out to y'all if y'all watching. I hate to hear it every day, and I hate to see it, but we got to deal with that shit in our league with Dan and fucking Kyle as Eagles fans, and Rancher too.
Oh my god!
And Sam. You got 4 Eagles fans.
There's too many.
Like it's disgusting. I can't take it anymore. But our league's expected to have some changes. Some people dropping out, some people coming in. I mean, we got some new faces possibly coming in, and then some return people coming in. But for the most part, we have Kyle coming back as champion. You know, co-commissioner. I stripped him of commissioner, so that's good. He'll be a regular civilian.
Thank God. Jesus Christ.
He's a champion coming back in, and I don't think he's going to go back-to-back at all. He had a lucky-ass team.
Nah, I think he got lucky, too.
Lucky-ass team. I mean, honestly, we all knew I should have took home the championship, being that I had the best record.
My team was like – I was not confident in my team. But, like, going into the playoffs, I was like, I mean, everyone has a chance going into the playoffs. Like, who was it? It was Ralph. That if his team would have made the playoffs, he would have won the entire thing.
Yeah, he would have won the entire thing, put up 200 points.
And he missed the playoffs by like 1 game in the last week. He lost that game. If not, he would have won the championship.
That is true, but you definitely were confident draft day when you got your team.
No, yeah, I definitely was. But I don't know. I think
I'll pull up that clip. I still got that clip.
I know. I watched it actually like a couple of weeks ago. I was like, oh my God. That was the beginning of the end. No, but I always like to pick running back. Like I go running back heavy.
Yeah.
But that last year, I just like for some reason, I don't know. I just believed in him too much. I just went fucking receiver and drafted Odell, and that whole team just was trash.
You believed in the paper champions, the Browns last year. I told you, bro. Odell will not see my roster ever again after he burnt me that 1 year. Like quad injuries and you're out for the playoffs, bro. Like fuck you.
That was tough. But you know what? Who I think the Browns of this year, like the hype train, is definitely the Bucks.
Yeah. They're following suit. Yeah, I think they're going to be good, though. I just don't think they're going to be as good as, like, they're going to win 9 games. Put it like that. They're going to win 9 games.
Yeah. I mean, shouldn't be that hard. Especially now that they got fucking Gronk with Brady. Everyone's like, oh, the Super Bowl's in Tampa. And now.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Well, I like the running back that they got. Keyshawn Vaughn is a fucking brute. That's exactly what they needed to do in the draft. Like, I knew they were going to miss out on all the top names like Jonathan Taylor. They were going to miss out on the Cam Akers and, freaking Swift. I knew they were going to miss out on guys like that. So I thought they were going to get Zach Moss or Keyshawn Vaughn, and that's exactly who they got. So they're hitting on all cylinders across the board of that offense. They got a good veteran, legendary quarterback. They got Gronk at tight end. They got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Like, bro, they're stacked. That offense is stacked right now.
I feel like, though, with all these moves with the Bucks, like, I feel like the biggest person who's going to take, like, the hit as far as fantasy value is Mike Evans. Like,
facts. Definitely. That's the one. That's the one I'm leaning on to where I'm probably not going to get him in a third. I'm going to let him be somebody else's headache. He might even drop, you know what I mean, to, like, later rounds, like the 4th or 5th round. Because there's just too many mouths to feed. That's honestly how you have to look at it.
Last time Brady had like a true number 1 receiver was like when Randy Moss, and that was like fucking 10 years ago?
7, 8 years ago? What the fuck?
He doesn't have the arm strength that he has back then. So
Chris Godwin's gonna fucking eat.
Yeah, I think he'll eat. Gronk will probably eat because he's coming. He's gonna be fresh.
Yeah, but it's not like this is the thing that some people aren't understanding. He took a year off. And let's not forget his last season, he was injured that season as well. So he missed games. And let's not forget, time doesn't stop, when you stop playing football. He got older. You know what I mean?
He's still young. How old is he?
He took less care of his body. Not even I'm not saying age is the factor. He didn't take care of his fucking body.
My man was raging every night.
Yes. Come on. We're talking about Gronk. Fucking drunk as shit at the parade. Fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin beer crash. And this is the same dude we're talking about. And then signed a WWE contract to just be like the committee, the comedy guy, the fucking interview guy. It's not like he was getting in the ring to actually wrestle. So he was not in condition to play football. So it's like he's gonna be fucking a slouch, bro.
Yeah,
He's
but
just gonna be touchdown dependent.
maybe this quarantine and all this shit and everyone not being able to, go their normal off-season workouts and
Go be an alcoholic.
maybe that kind of like helps them. Like I think in the beginning of the season, everybody's gonna be like rusty as shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, especially if the season starts late.
We might see like players actually play in the preseason, like take it like a lot more serious than we have.
Hell yeah! Saquon breaks for 60 yards.
Yeah, like Saquon Barkley playing into like the second half of preseason
for real.
game 2.
I don't know. I mean, even like they're talking about starting the season like in October with no bye weeks, even games on Saturday. Like that sounds dope to me. Like
it does,
just cut preseason.
For the fan, it does. But
Yeah,
what about for the players? They're gonna like.
I don't know. I mean, you're starting in October. You're still finishing in February. So like, there's not really that much of a difference. I mean, Saturday games, I kind of want them to permanently do. Like, I would love to watch football. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That'd be fucking sweet.
Basically, every day of the week, you have a football game to watch.
Exactly. That'll be fucking sweet. I kind of need that in my life, especially fantasy-wise. So I think definitely their views will go up if they do that. You know what I mean? Because you're not forcing everybody to, watch most of the games on Sundays. Like, I would love to be out Saturday night at the bar watching a doubleheader, one at 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock or whatever. That'd be fucking dope to do.
I feel like I don't know if my heart and my brain can handle all that stress, though. That's a lot of added stress.
That's a lot of fantasy stress.
I'm used to like Saturday night, like Sunday morning, and then like what is it, like Thursday during the day. Like,
I mean, actually,
what I want to do.
That might increase the stress for me as well because I got to push content. I got to push start and sits early. I got to push that Wednesday for guys that are playing on Saturday and Sunday. So like that shit might increase the stock on content, put me balls to the wall because I do have a life. I work, you work. So it's like we can't be here doing this shit 24/7.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited though for this draft league to start with all the characters we have.
Yeah, we have some characters. I swear we have like a Jerry Springer mixed with like Jersey Shore, Desperate Housewives, all mixed into one in a reality show in our league with the drama that goes on. Fucking trade fucking snakes, the shady shit that go behind the fucking scenes.
Maybe this year, like, you guys will want to trade with me since I'm not like the reigning champ. Like, I feel like last year nobody wanted to fuck with me because nobody wanted to give me any ammo.
When I won, that's what I fucking dealt with. Nobody wanted to trade me good shit.
Nah, I think because you're the commissioner, we all have to hate you. That's just the rules.
I think that's given. I'll take that. Whatever. Fuck it.
You're not supposed to be loved in our fucking.
Fuck that. I'm gonna keep my reign. I'm going to the playoffs again. I mean, I think every year we know I'm going to the playoffs, right? Can we agree on that?
I mean, I think we could agree that both of us are pretty much a lock every year for the playoffs.
I'll take that. I can agree with that.
I think this year
one floater though. It's always the one floater that comes into the playoffs, comes shaking shit up, and that's exactly what happened this year and the year before that.
Yeah.
So
you know who I think's gotta step their game up and make the playoffs this year, or I think they have to maybe give up their fucking seat for a year. Because he talks hella shit and he's yet to make the playoffs and even like have a fucking winning record. I think you know what I'm gonna say is Ransford.
Yes. I'm gonna put that clip in here what he said.
I'm gonna win. It is what it is. We're winners. Winners win. That's what we do. My team is live. First of all, shut up, son. I'm a winner. Winners win. Remember that. Remember at the end of the season, winners win. And that's
he talks the most shit. He talks the most shit about having all these charts, and like all these charts do is fail him.
Yes, the charts, the fucking sneaky trades, it all fails him. It comes back to nothing. Definitely. He's definitely on the chopping block. He needs to step his game up. I mean, he did good the one year that I won. It was just that he was just overthinking bullshit. Like, he kept trying to fucking trade. Like, who was it? It was a quarterback. I think it was It wasn't Tyrod Taylor. He seems to draft Tyrod Taylor every fucking year.
I think he has a thing. He has a hard on for Tyrod.
He has a legit reason to draft him this year, though. This will be the first year he could draft him and say, yeah, I drafted Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, but the thing about Tyrod is he's just known for just losing the starting job. Like,
yeah,
he's like a bridge quarterback that's never going to really get a true opportunity to take over a team. Like,
so I'm glad Chargers got Herbert, but like I don't think he's going to step right in immediately. Tyrod might take it into like 4 or 5 weeks and see how that goes. But definitely Keenan Allen's going to take the biggest hit.
Yeah.
He's going to take the fucking biggest hit of all. And I want no parts of it.
I feel like I don't want any parts of San Diego this year or LA Chargers this year.
Nah, you said it right, San Diego. LA don't want them. Definitely. I probably take Austin Eckler. I can't lie. It's attractive. I have to. PPR, you got to. Why not?
Yeah. I guess him probably be the only one. Him and Allen, but I'm not going to reach on Allen. Like,
nah, hell no.
I'm okay with
Allen has been a consecutive, like, attractive second-round pick. And he might fall to the third. Like, late second, third rounds where I've been seeing him go in our mock drafts. So I'm okay with that. But, again, you have to think about your draft strategy. Like, he's okay for my wide receiver, too, if I take, like, an Adams or a D-Hop or Julio first round. So I'm good with him being my wide receiver, too. Yeah. But, again, there's no running backs in the third round that I'm willing to be like, yeah, this is my solid RB1. So that's where the Miles Sanders, the Kenyon Drakes, and all them fuckers are there. And I don't know if I can have that as my RB1 week to week.
Nah, I don't think RB1, but I feel like Miles Sanders. I said it last year. I drafted him. I don't remember when, maybe like around the 7th or 8th. Somewhere like in the back end. And I said, bro, like in the middle of the season, he's going to start taking over that job. And that's exactly what happened.
Yep. I mean, they better start using him correctly. I mean, like, they're not using him to what he was doing in Penn State. So it's like, I don't understand why they keep having this stable of fucking running backs that they keep drafting or like signing. But this year they didn't draft anybody. So I think he came out as a winner as well at the draft weekend to not have any competition. Because like Boston Scott's there, and like I really don't fear him taking any touches, but he will be like the pestering fucking running back that's on the field at the wrong time, taking those touches, taking that catch out of the backfield, taking that goal line or, red zone touch, and then he fucking scores it. Like, that's that headache you got to deal with Boston Scott. So that does take some type of, draft stock away from Miles Sanders because, again, I'm not feeling comfortable with him being my fucking running back one.
Nah, I wouldn't want him being running back one.
Nah.
He's definitely got running back one upside, but that still have to be shown and proven. Like,
yeah, we haven't saw it yet. And like the only person I could be comfortable with my RB1, if I got two stud wide receivers, is probably Kenyon Drake. That's the only one.
Yeah, that offense now looks scary.
Kyler quietly was like a fucking waiver wire hero. Some people didn't even draft Kyler. And like he just fucking blew up. Yeah. He was definitely like, worthy of rookie of the year, but God damn.
This year, he's going to have an even better second year.
Yeah, especially with D-Hop. How can you not use D-Hop correctly? I mean, there's no way you could fuck that up at all.
I don't know how you get rid of D-Hop. Like, I feel so bad for fucking
Houston.
Deshaun Watson. Like, how do you think he's feeling? Like, he's probably pissed.
I mean, Watson's going to eat regardless because I kind of feel like he does his own thing. Like, he's going to be all right. He has Brandon Cooks. He has Fuller, but –
Bro, we're talking about D-Hop.
I know.
He's like arguably the best receiver in the league for like a couple years now.
Shout out to D-Hop too for retweeting my shit. Got me some followers. Got me a nice little chunk of followers that I actually needed. So appreciate you, D-Hop.
This year is going to be very interesting though.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Kenyon Drake go off. D-Hop, of course, going to be D-Hop. Kyler's going to eat. But I think the forgotten one is Christian Kirk. I've been waiting for him to do something. And
I feel like now with D-Hop there, that could help. That's going to help him tremendously.
I mean, he could be the wide receiver too, but you still have Larry Fitzgerald there. Like, how are you gonna, look to Kurt over Larry Fitz? Like, I don't know. They'll probably split that share, that that snap percentage, but like, you can't not forget Larry Fitzgerald is still there.
Yeah, Larry Fitz. How many years do you think he has left in him? This is it?
This is it. Hopefully. God damn, let it go, bro.
I mean, he still produces, though.
I know, but still, God fucking damn it. You gonna play till your fucking hip is gone?
I mean, we don't know how he handled his money in the beginning.
That is true. That's what it looks like now. Come on, coach. I need another year, please. Fucking fiend. No, I'm sure he spent it responsible. He doesn't look like one of those guys.
Nah, yeah, he looks like a good young Christian boy.
Christian boy. Oh my God. Fuck, man. I mean, we got, I think, some people that are returning this year. I know we know Lee. Unfortunately, he couldn't be in the league last year. Now we got Nate returning as well.
I love that. I love fucking those little people. You could just vote.
Yo, he's your fellow Bronco fan. You better help him out.
He ain't no Bronco fan, bro. He a fraud, man. He is not. I do not claim him.
Yo, that's your boy. That's
my boy, but that's not my Broncos boy. Like,
yo, he didn't even know Melvin Gordon was playing for y'all, bro.
Bro, exactly. He a fraud. I can't be him.
Maybe he's a seasonal fan. Maybe he keeps up whenever the season is happening, but not off season.
He don't follow anything, dude.
Nah, but let's keep it a bean. Nate, 2 years out of the 3 years in my league has made playoffs. That's what's fucking crazy. 6th seed or not, doesn't matter.
Some people just get lucky. Some people get lucky.
That's the floater I'm talking about, the dangerous floater. One of these years, he's gonna come in, he's gonna fucking sweep.
That's like last year. Like, dude, I just could not beat was Desmond's team. Like every time I played him, my team shit the bed, and his team went off. I was like, and in the first round, was it first round or second round of the playoffs? Like I think he beat me too.
Yeah.
So then I got to hear his bullshit for this season until I beat him.
Yeah, I fucking lost against Kyle. Wait, was it Kyle? Yeah, he beat me in the championship, right?
No, you didn't make. Did you make the championship?
I think I came in third.
Who was in the championship? It was Kyle and
JT, the newcomer. Yeah. So I lost
him too. He's a Raiders fan.
Yeah, I lost to fucking Kyle by like fucking 22 points or some shit like that. And his team all year did not put up that many points at all. So his team just went the fuck off on me for some reason. So it didn't make any sense. And I was like, yo, your team is not that good for you to even go into the championship. And then he fucking wins it.
Yeah, he got lucky. Well, he got the number 2 pick. He got the CMC, of course. So, of course, he's going to eat. He averages like 30 freaking points a game.
Yeah.
And then he just gets lucky with the year that Aaron Jones had.
And the thing is, what I thought set me up for success, I traded DJ Chark for Derrick Henry at the end of the season. And I thought, I put his fucking team to bed, and I'm going to ride this wave all the way to the fucking championship into sunset. But no, I get fucked somehow, some way. It came back to bite me.
Yeah, I gotta put a lot more effort into my my fantasy this year. Last year I had to deal with a bunch of stupid crap, but this year I'm gonna get back to my championship caliber.
We will not speak on that.
We'll just leave that in the dust. Now I got full attention, coming back stronger than ever, ready to take that belt back, put my name back on it.
Nah. I mean, we all know it's going to be up for grabs, but it needs to come back home here. I mean, I can't be talking about this shit and not know what the fuck to do in my league, right? Like, that just doesn't make sense. So we agreed that we're both going to make playoffs, but this year it's coming back home. No fuck ups.
Nah, I don't think so.
No fuck ups. I'm getting all the sleepers this year, bro. That's all. That's going to leave me.
Right. What's up, Bubbles?
But the thing is, too, who else is in the league? I think Rancert's on the chopping block. Ralph also. Ralph talks a lot of shit draft.
He does talk a lot of shit, and then he doesn't show up to the draft, and then he takes the kicker in like round 5.
That was 2 years ago.
And he's just He's always got an excuse why he's not there.
That was 2 years ago, but we'll cut him some slack. He needs to make up this year. I mean, like we said, he could have won the entire playoffs if he was in the playoffs. So that
I tried to help him too. Like last year's draft, I was like, you should look here, this and that. And he's just like in one ear and out the other. Like
he always drafts Patriots players. That's the only way you can help him. You draft the players before him. That's the only way you can help him.
Well, 3 years in a row this year.
3 years in a row, he ended up with Brady. 2 years in a row, he ended up with Sony Michel. Then he ended up with Steph Gronkowski, the fucking kicker. And then he ended up with the Patriots defense last year. So it's like, bro, you cannot be a homer when it comes to fantasy football. Like, I had probably one Rams player last year, and that was defense, the Rams defense. That was it. You guys never let me get Cooper Kupp. You guys never let me get Robert Woods. I never get a chance to get Gurley anymore after that 1 year I took him. Gurley's a bum. I got Gurley in the fucking third round that year.
I don't know. You got lucky. That's why the only reason why you won. That's the only reason why you beat me in the championship game.
Oh, because I had CMC and Gurley. How can you beat that combination?
Because if not, I would have been back-to-back champ in the first 2 years of the league.
Cap. I was bound to win that year. It was put in the stars, my friend. As soon as I drafted Gurley, I was like, it's over. I got CMC and Gurley. There's no way I can lose. There's no way.
You can't see that. You can't
combination
say that anymore.
Thought of.
Gurley's a bum now.
Nah. See, he's another guy that's probably going to produce under the radar. Because you could say he was a bum last season, but he still had 13 touchdowns? Still was a top 10 running back?
He was all right.
He was all right. He definitely wasn't first round value or second round, but he still was able to produce.
You know who can have legit wide receiver? I'll start easy now, and then as the weeks go on, I'll start to make a higher claim for this guy. But I'll start right now. Solid or wide receiver 2 is my guy, Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy. Yes, I could get behind that. I can get behind that.
I think for fantasy wise, like Denver's offense isn't like the best that you're looking at right now. One, because it's all brand new offense, brand new coordinator, a relatively brand new quarterback, tight end, yada, yada, yada. But if you look in the past, like the past 5 years, Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders were both 1,000-yard receivers with no quarterback.
Yeah.
Now you're looking at, Drew Lock, who I believe is the next big thing, franchise quarterback for us, and you got Cortland Sutton, which proved last year like he's just a beast.
Yeah, full workload.
Then you're going to get a guy like Jerry Jeudy who can play in any position as a wide receiver.
Where would you put him, though, in the slot or the outside?
I feel like you could put him – I feel like they'll probably put him on the outside, and then they'll probably put in KJ Hamler, our second-round pick, in the slot. But I feel like you could just move all of them around. Like,
it doesn't matter.
You could put Hamler and Jeudy outside. You could have Cortland come inside for a play. Like, it's going to be tricky. And then with our tight ends, like, we drafted a lot of speed, dude. Like, all of our positional players, like, are like sub 4.6 40.
Shit. Even Noah Fant, fast motherfucker.
Yeah, Noah Fant, bro. He runs like a 4.5. And the tight end we just drafted another tight end this year. He runs
like a 4.6.
Yeah. Like, dude, I'm hoping for big things. A lot of people talk shit like, oh, Drew Lock, who, blah, blah, blah. But
they're going to know. I mean, they're only saying that because you guys been through 3 quarterbacks in one season. So
yeah, that shit was rough. It's been rough the past couple of years, ever since the Super Bowl, man.
I mean, the reason why this is different from Trevor Siemian and, Brock Osweiler after the Peyton Manning shit, the only difference here now is draft capital of where they drafted Drew Lock. So it wasn't like they drafted Siemian. They didn't draft, Brock Osweiler in the first fucking round. So you got Drew Lock. That's a draft capital. That's a different investment. So they know what this kid can do. So I think for the simple fact that they put pieces around him, he has no choice but to be good. You have a Melvin Gordon out the backfield. That's my only concern is that Melvin Gordon might not get like the PPR relevance that I think he will get, with the pass catching ability he has, I think you guys are going to run him to the ground.
Yeah, I think we'll run him a lot. I mean, we're definitely going to be like a running offense this year, but
I'm thinking like 70-30 of him catching the ball out the backfield, 30%.
I think we'll be all right. I would be okay with drafting any of the offensive players from Denver.
I wouldn't say all that.
I would draft Fant. I'll draft Judy.
I wouldn't draft Locke. I'm not drafting Locke. Fant.
I'm gonna draft Locke. I'll draft Locke. I'll call it right now. I'm gonna draft it. I'm
being biased.
I'm gonna ride him the whole year.
Fantasy champion, sir. You're being biased.
I don't care, dude. I believe in
See, that's why you didn't win last year, fucker.
Dude, look at our offense, bro. He's gonna eat.
I know, but I don't think he's gonna put up fantasy relevant points. Is he gonna put up 20 points or more every week? That's the lowest that I'm taking with a quarterback. 20 points.
I could see him averaging like 23 points a week.
That's still like QB2
touchdowns a game. So what? I don't need Patrick Mahomes on my fantasy team to win the chip.
I need my quarterback to get at least 25 to 30 a week.
You could put up those numbers.
He could, but it's not going to be every week.
Yeah, but the thing is, quarterbacks. There's so many quarterbacks, and unless you have
so many quarterbacks,
Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, those are right now. Those are the only two that are like pure locks.
If you break it down to tiers, tier 1 is Patty Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. That's it. Tier 2, that's where you get like the fucking Jameis Winstons and you get the.
Bro, he is not a tier 2. Are you crazy?
Why not?
Bro, he's a bum.
Look at his numbers in fantasy, bro.
Bro, he doesn't even have a starting job anymore.
Obviously, I'm talking from last year's perspective. But again, he was still scoring points. Bro,
because they had no option. They had no
5,000 yards
choice.
2 1,000 yards.
I give him that. He gets points because all they do is have to throw the ball because they're always losing.
That's why he's a tier 2. That's why I need that guy on my team. He's the king of garbage time. Yo, if you needed points from Jameis Winston in garbage time, you're fucking going to get it.
Yeah.
You're going to get it. So he's giving you 25 to 30 points a week. I could take that. I could take 25 from Winston every single week and be happy. Regardless of interceptions.
What the freak?
The hell you just dropped?
No, it's my dog. He's an idiot. Go lay down.
So again, I can't take Drew Lock because 1, we don't know what he's going to do. 2, the way I draft, I'm not taking 2 quarterbacks if I have an elite. Like if I have a Russell Wilson who's a tier 2 quarterback. If I have Russell Wilson, I'm not drafting another quarterback. There's no point.
No, I never draft 2 quarterbacks ever. I never draft 2 quarterbacks. I never draft 2 tight ends.
No.
Like I just draft the guy that I want or who I think is going to be, decent, and then I just see how that goes. Play the waiver wire or trade.
Wide receivers are deep this year, so I might go wide receiver heavy as well.
Yeah, wide receivers are always deep though. That's
not always.
I feel always on a wide receiver.
It's like every other year, I feel like. Because last year, running backs were deep, but then look how that turned out. They really weren't. They really weren't. There was only 12 running backs to actually be, consistent to even be thought about.
Yeah, I should have taken Zeke last year in the first round. I should have just gambled.
Yeah, but Zeke was threatening to hold out. You can't even blame yourself for anybody. But
yeah, I know.
Same thing with
him. I would have had Zeke and I would have had Cook. Bro, that's a deadly combo at running back.
See, I am hands off with Dalvin Cook. I'm good. Bro. He does not perform in the playoffs.
I mean, he didn't do too bad last year.
He had 0 playoff fucking appearances, bro. 0. He does not show up
in their team or in the fantasy playoffs.
Fantasy playoffs, bro. He does not show up. He's not there. Non-existent. He will get you to the playoffs, but he will not help you win the championship. That's my problem.
But I think he still got me some points though.
Yeah, he'll get you to the fucking show. He'll get you there. But he's not going to play. He's not going to show up. Same thing with Odell Beckham. Like, he'll get you to the playoffs, but you're not showing up. So that's been my problem. He's one of those guys that I'm like, I'm good. I'm looking for longevity.
Let's talk about another guy, a rookie this year, and where you think he's going to get drafted and his potential with the team he has and the quarterback he has. And I'm talking about CeeDee Lamb.
Oof. CD, two things. Dak may hold out. This is real. He may hold out. That's definitely something we got to think about.
Yeah, I could see that.
Two, we're putting CD in the slot with Gallup on the outside and Cooper on the outside. Gallup takes the most hit with CD there. That's a given. But do I think CD is draft worthy to be anything above, let's say, the 9th round? No. I'll take him probably around there, 9th or 10th round. I need to see because I don't know what this whole Dak thing going on. And again, I hate when it's too many mouths to feed because you have Zeke there, you have Gallup, and you have Cooper. That's 3 people on top of his rookie experience. You know what I mean? So anything could happen because we had the same hope that we have in N'Keal Harry when he went to the Patriots. Patriots literally had nobody as a wide receiver. They had fucking, what was it, Dorsett, and they had Edelman and no Gronk. They had fucking, what's the other wide receiver name? It doesn't even matter. N'Keal Harry, top wide receiver prospect. He was like literally, I'll say top 3 out of the top wide receivers last year in the wide receiver prospects. And what happened? N'Keal Harry does not exist. He was injured.
He was hurt like almost all the season.
Exactly. So this can be the same thing going on with these rookie prospects. I'm not willing to have a draft investment as high as I would on like Cooper Kupp, a Calvin Ridley, DJ Chark. Like if we're talking guys like that, I can't see myself putting a Judy or a CD Lamb or any of those guys in that situation because they're not exactly in the best situations on their teams. They're going in as the 3rd option. They're going in as the question mark on a bad team. Like Denzel Mims going to the Jets. He was like literally probably one of the wide receivers I thought were going to be first off the board, but no, he's going to the Jets now with Adam Gates. It's going to be terrible. Like
what about Justin Jefferson?
He's going to fucking eat.
I think he might be in the best position as a rookie wide receiver.
Out of all the wide receiver rookies, he's in the best situation. Yeah. He has potential to see at least 120 targets.
And it was surprising to me to see that the freaking Eagles pass on him.
They're fucking on coke. Who the fuck is Brandon fucking – no, it wasn't even Brandon that they drafted.
Jalen Reagor.
Jalen Reagor or Rhaegar. Fucking – who is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to go on the Eagles rant. They draft a fucking – wide receiver that's similar to Deshaun Jackson. Then they trade for another speedy wide receiver similar to Deshaun Jackson with Marquise Goodwin. Who the fuck is going to stretch the field? You're not putting all of them on the field at the same time. There's no way. There's no way you're putting Jalen, Deshaun, and fucking Marquise Goodwin on the field at the same time. Where Alshon Jeffrey's still there, it's not going to happen. And with Ertz and Dallas Goedert. It's not happening.
I feel like the best fantasy player from the Eagles this year could very well be Miles Sanders.
It is Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, Ertz, Wentz in that order.
Because, dude, Wentz can't stay healthy, dude. Like,
no, we'll see. We'll see Jalen Hurts on the fucking field by like 7 or 8. 7 or 8.
That's another like head scratcher. Like, why do you draft Hurts if you don't have
a wide
for him?
You have
receivers. Exactly, that too. But like, why draft another quarterback? You have Wentz. Isn't he supposed to be like the guy?
The thing is too, they had the draft capital to get offensive linemen to protect Wentz. Like, okay, cool. You pick up linebackers, you pick up corners, safeties, whatever. That was a need too. But instead of picking up an offensive lineman to protect your franchise quarterback, you pick up another quarterback. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, I don't know. That front office, Howie, you got to go. You got to go.
I'm good with it. I'm good with the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know, I'm not an Eagles fan. Fuck them. But fantasy-wise, you are, like, destroying, like, so many things down the line. Like, you're hurting everyone around Ertz right now. If you're an Ertz owner in Dynasty or if you're a Miles Sanders in Dynasty, like, they're not doing anything to make that team better. Like, them getting Jalen Hurts doesn't make the offense better at all. It doesn't. It doesn't.
What are they going to do with him? It's just like
I mean, I saw a beat writer put on Twitter that they're gonna like run a 2-quarterback system with them both on the field somehow. Like what? That's not even real. Like how? Like we seen it with Joe Flacco and fucking Lamar Jackson. That was a fucking disaster. That was just like, okay, bro, we get it. You're gonna use him as a running back, but he's better than Flacco, so put him the fuck in. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Another receiver I like too, coming out of college that fell to the second round, not very far into the second round because he got taken with the first pick in the second round, is T. Higgins.
Oof, yeah.
I feel like he could become a problem for a lot of teams. Especially, I mean, he's going to the Bengals, which, they suck, but they just got,
Burrow.
They're possible, franchise quarterback.
I think
they're not set up that terrible. Like, he's got a pretty decent setup so that he can come in and like be decent like right away.
Yeah, I think so. I think he comes in with some weapons. AJ Green is still there. Tyler Boyd takes a hit with T. Higgins there as well. Yeah. But Joe Mixon's been producing year after year with a shitty O-line and shitty team around, so he has opportunity to be set up successful.
He could be a late round pick that could hold a lot of value, especially, given AJ Green's fucking injury history. Like, he can get hurt, and then T. Higgins just becomes the guy.
I mean, he becomes the guy, and hopefully Burrow doesn't come in like slouched. Like, he needs to come in with the momentum he finished the year with, So it's like if he was throwing the ball to freaking Justin Jefferson, I mean, T. Higgins comes in as a viable weapon, if not up to par with Jefferson as well. So shit, should be exciting to see.
Yeah, I feel like that could be an interesting offense. See how that plays out.
I mean, I'm excited for fantasy for the simple fact that we're getting football again. We get to have our, fantasy draft, live draft, of course. We got the league meeting next week or the week after that, whenever I could set that up. Probably set it up on here or on Zoom or whatever is, easy for guys to go over some things. I mean, Zoe's been voting for this, like, Keepers League. How you feel about that?
I'm in a Keepers League. Last year was the first year. I mean, it's definitely interesting. It definitely it makes you feel it's like way more like a GM. Like, you have to really figure out like who you are okay with, like letting go, trading away, or you could trade for picks, and you're really thinking about like the future. Like, fantasy in normal league, it's like it's just that year. Like, that's all you're thinking about is that year.
Yeah.
Like this, you could think if you got a shitty team, bro, like just start stacking up for the next year. Just start giving your players away and try to get some picks. Like, get a first round here, that kind of thing.
I'm on the fence about it because this is where tanking can affect the league for long term. You know what I mean? Like, this guy could be tanking for 2 to 3 years straight, and then finally his team gets good because he racked up on picks, he racked up on rookies, and all this other shit. Like,
I mean, the trades would still have to be like fair. Like, if you're giving away like a shitty player and you're getting like a second round pick, like that doesn't seem very plausible.
Nah. But the thing is too, like with the dynasty world, like the dynasty community with the startups, and they do rookie drafts and all the other shit. Like, it sounds appealing, but I don't want to be the guy stuck with this shitty team for the next 2 to 3 years and have to be so invested into trying to move around this team or whatever. And also, our league, we don't have consistent like 12 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's tough.
It's not like we're a complete brotherhood. Like, every year I'm adding 2 or 3 different people. You know what I mean? So that's my only issue of making this year's league a Keepers League, because who's to say these people are going to be around next year?
Yeah, that's true. That's another big factor in like a Keepers League is you have to have a real core group of guys. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think I have a solid 8. I'll say I got a solid 8 of people that come back every year. But like, as time goes on, you start shifting and kicking people out, banning people. Shout out Gabe and Dave or whatever the fuck we gave them. The Gave name, yeah, Gave.
The trolls.
So, like situations like that. That's two people that I had to replace that we brung back last year actually as one team, and it still went to shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my only issue with the dynasty and the Keepers League bullshit, because like people are not consistent or not reliable. But I do love the idea if I can have like a CMC or I can have a Derrick Henry for the next 2 to 3 years before I trade him, because obviously we're thinking long term. So
yeah, like in my one dynasty league or my dynasty league, I got Lamar Jackson, I have Dalvin Cook, I got Cortland Sutton, I got Hunter Henry, I'm just trying to think of like the young guys who are going to become like viable starters every year. But
yeah,
like that's the kind of thing. Like last year, when you're starting off a dynasty league, like you really have to look at like the rookies and like the guys who like aren't getting that much time right now, but like one thing can happen, or as soon as their time comes, like and then they just take off.
yeah, like a Deshaun Hamilton, right?
Nah, he didn't work. He didn't work out as well as I wanted.
Or Devin Booker, right?
No, Devin Booker is I would never draft him. I don't even like when he comes in for a play, dude. Like he has no purpose. I'm pretty sure he's not. I'm pretty sure we let him go.
Nah, you did. He's
because he serves no purpose. And it would piss me off, dude, because as a Broncos fan, he would come in and like in like the 2-minute offense. Like on 3rd and 10 or like when you can obviously have Lindsey back there, like catch a screen or something, like run a route, like you have Booker pass blocking. Yeah. For what? For then our quarterback to throw an incomplete pass. Like that's the kind of shit that just be pissing me off. But I'm not even gonna get into that.
It sounds like you're talking more from a fantasy perspective than real life, saying Lindsey, because you're like, why the fuck is he on the field?
No, but I mean, look at it. Like Booker, like okay, he's like an okay player, but fantasy, like he's a bum, bro. Like he serves no relevance. He serves no purpose as a fantasy player.
I remember Desmond when he was like this fake ass Raiders fan for a little bit. He was trying to hype me up, saying DeAndre Washington was worth drafting. And at this time, they had Doug Martin on the roster. He had Marshawn Lynch, and he had fucking Rod Smith. And you're trying to tell me I'm like, yo, you're fucking pissing me off. DeAndre Washington will not be anything. He drafts him in the 7th fucking round. 7th round, he drafted him. I'm like, you're going to be completely pissed off because he's never going to touch the field. Ever.
And one guy I think too that could be going over to the run. Well, there's a couple rookie running backs that I feel like could be like viable fantasy starters this year as rookies. I'd say Clyde, or what is his name, from LSU.
Yeah, Clyde Edwards. Yeah.
Which it pains me to say because I also hate the Chiefs for obvious reasons. But him, DeAndre Swift.
Ugh.
Wait, is it DeAndre Swift? Where did he go? He went to Detroit, didn't he?
Into Detroit, bro. Are you crazy?
I don't know. I feel like he could be good there.
No.
But that team kind of. But anyway, Jonathan Taylor, dude, I think he might have the best out of all the rookies. I think he's going to do the best.
I think he'll do second best.
Who does first best? Clyde?
It's either Clyde or Cam Akers.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Cam Akers. I wonder why you would say that.
Just saying. Hear me out, though. The reason why Jonathan Taylor might have the second best, because you still have Marlon Mack there. You still have Nyheim Hines. You can't just eliminate these people that are in the depth chart. You just can't. Same thing with Cam Akers, but Cam Akers, talent-wise, is way better than a Darrell Henderson and a Malcolm Brown. That's a clear shot that he's going to have the most opportunity. Like, it might start off 60-40, which I think is going to happen, but the gap between talent is going to show, and it's going to be like, we can't keep splitting them up like this. But Clyde is obviously in a system where running backs eat. Like,
hey.
So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, but I don't know. I look at it as when you take a guy like Taylor, when you have two guys like that, like Mack and Nyheim Hines, like
Yeah.
it tells me one thing, like they don't believe. First of all, they probably all Hines was like in passing downs. Like he never really ran the ball to.
Yeah, he's the Austin Eckler.
So he's gone. I'd say he's gonna be he'll be faded out of that offense.
No.
Because Jonathan Taylor can do both, bro.
Yes, but you got to understand.
Marlon Mack
can do both.
just has a deep injury history. So
yeah,
it tells me that they're not sold on them two guys, and they bring a guy like Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor's the future. Marlon Mack is on his contract year. He's looking to cash in big, which is not going to happen because they took Jonathan.
He's going to get hurt again.
And he's always hurt. 3 years in the league, he hasn't had one full season. Now, Nyheim Hines, when he stepped in for Marlon Mack, he was a top 7 running back 3 weeks in a row. So, therefore, he was handling the rushing load. He was handling the pass-catching load. So, he was able to handle both. So, this is my theory. Jonathan Taylor comes in as the RB1. He's going to be the brute runner. He has the third best O-line in the NFL right now. Third best. That's all facts. So, he's coming in with that same group, if not better now. They have more, time and chemistry to build. And they have Phillip Rivers, who's coming from a San Diego fucking offense, who's going to come in and try to implement his ways because he's one of the guys that's coming in saying, I want this to go that way. He's the Peyton Manning and Drew Brees and Tom Brady. He's up there with those tier guys that like to run their offense. So, in theory, not talent-wise, but Nyheim Hines become Austin Eckler, and then Jonathan Taylor becomes his Melvin Gordon, his bulldog, his rusher. So that's how I see it playing out, where Marlon Mack becomes traded and or just faded into the depth chart because he's probably going to be hurt anyway.
Yeah, I still think, for me, Jonathan Taylor, I think, is going to do the best fantasy-wise out of this year's rookie class.
Where are you taking him?
Where would I take Jonathan Taylor? I don't know, like 6th round maybe.
Oof. That's a little late. I expected like 4th, 5th round.
Nah, because the way I'm gonna draft, I already know how I'm drafting this year. So
How you drafting?
Jonathan Taylor is gonna have to he'll have to wait if he wants to be on a championship team.
I mean, I'm sure we're in a league right now where our league mates probably only know about 4 or 5 rookies that are on they're on their home team. So therefore, I think I can get a Jonathan Taylor in the 6th round in our league. Because again, we're talking from our league perspective. I know a lot of people that are going to be watching this or whatever. You're going to be like, yeah, Jonathan Taylor's going in the 4th round. I mean, maybe in your league, but not my league. You don't understand the league mates that we have. So
it goes both ways too. Because like last year when we were drafting, like I had all the guys that I wanted, where I was going to take them. And like, bro, they were going like around 2 rounds before like where they should be going. I'm like there was a lot of people reaching, and that kind of fucked me too last year.
Hunter Henry, Kelsey, and Ertz went 3 across, back to back to back in the 2nd round. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it was tough. And if I didn't, I wanted to wait on Lamar Jackson. I think I had to take him earlier, like a round or 2 earlier than I wanted to, but someone in our league is in another league with me when I drafted him, and right before his pick, I think we were coming back around, and I picked before him. He asked me about him. He's like, "Oh, didn't you get Lamar Jackson?" Like, he started asking me questions about him. I was just, as soon as he brought up his name, I was like, "Fuck, now I have to take him like right away, or I'm not gonna get him." I was pissed because I wanted to take another receiver. I don't even know who the fuck it was. And I couldn't. I had to get Lamar Jackson. I was like, nah, Jackson has to be on my team because I called it last year. I was like, dude, he's going to be the number 1 quarterback. Everyone's like, are you fucking crazy? Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson's not even a true quarterback. And boom, he blew up.
That's why we don't ride the hype train and all the sheep that fucking put that doubter voodoo on players because for the simple fact, I called it with Mark Andrews. I got Mark Andrews in the 12th round last year. That's super late. Yeah. Super late. And he was having so much camp buzz. He was having so much preseason buzz. I'm like, he's becoming his number 1 target. Like, once you see the relationship between a tight end and a quarterback develop so beautifully, when have we seen that fail? When have we seen that fail?
Especially in that kind of offense too, like
Exactly.
the running offense, a lot of RPO, a lot of option, just quick little dump offs to the tight end.
Yep.
That's always a quarterback safety net, anyways. And then when you get basically a rookie and a safety net as good as Mark Andrews, like good things are down.
My problem this year is his value just fucking exploded. So I know he's not going to see my roster because I'm not willing to invest that high on the tight end. I never do.
No,
You only tight end, and I'm not spending a second, third round pick on a guy because it's like I only need you for this many games, so I'm good. So I'm probably going to try to find some of these late round tight end sleepers that I'm not going to name for obvious reasons. And I'm going to try to just sit here and just wait on the tight end this year like I do every year to find one of those gems because, maybe I'll give you one. Maybe a Tyler Higbee finally explodes. Who knows? But the Rams drafted a tight end, so that might be throwing some things off. But who knows? Maybe I can get him in the 12th round and he could produce at least 10 to 15 points. That's all I'm really looking for my tight ends anyway.
Yeah, that's all I need from him.
I don't need you up there with the 20, 25 points. Like, no, I would have drafted a receiver right there if I needed that. So as long as I can get him producing at least like 7 targets a game, catching 5 of them, maybe a touchdown here, there, 60, 70 yards, right there, that equates to 11 points. So I'm good off of that. So I'm good with that.
What about a guy that we didn't talk about when we talked about the receivers? Henry Ruggs. How do you think? I feel bad for Ruggs because he could do a lot better in a better situation, but who do the Raiders really have that is going to like take pressure off of him? They don't even have a true number one.
I said this in a previous episode. So they're trying to mirror, Tyreek Hill's speed. They're trying to make their offense fast. They're trying to do all these things. They're doing it ass backwards because, again, in order for Tyreek Hill to be so successful, he has to have Patrick
Mahomes. Exactly.
Have fucking Derek Carr, who only thrown the ball past 20 yards 47 times the entire season, ranked fucking 27th in the league for that. So you have a guy who could stretch the field. He could be so explosive on the inside, playing the slot, killing the middle, or on the outside. It doesn't matter where you put him, and it's like you don't have the quarterback that will throw the ball that far. Even if you put Mariota in, Mariota's not known for that long ball either. So I don't know what they're going to fucking do with Ruggs. I think he's in a terrible situation. He probably has the worst situation out of the 5 wide receiver prospects because he's not on a winning team. He's not on an offense that's going to be shaking shit up with Derek Carr. So, good luck to him. The only Raider I'm drafting, or 2 Raiders I'll draft, I'm not going to say the other one, but Josh Jacobs. Like, that's the only one that I could really see taken in the second round and be comfortable.
Why are you not saying the other one? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
It ain't obvious.
All right. We'll leave it at that. But, yeah, I mean, I would have loved if Ruggs went to Denver, but
that's where I thought he was going.
Yeah,
well, you guys, Judy, so I'm like, fuck it.
But yeah, I think us getting Judy even works out even better.
I mean, you guys went anywhere with that pick, but you guys picked Judy for a reason, so that definitely helps out Sutton. That takes that pressure off of him. So I think that was a solid pick to begin with, regardless of actually, where you guys got him.
Yeah, it should be. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I mean, these rookies are going to fly off the board, and I'm going to laugh with their ADPs because I can already tell, like, Ranter, he's going to fucking draft Jalen Reagor.
Oh, my God.
He's going to draft him. You're going to draft Judy. You're going to reach on Judy. You know you are.
No, I won't reach on Judy.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody's going to whisper, didn't Denver get Jerry Judy? Fuck!
I'm like, yes, I need him. Take him, second round.
So we all know that people are going to go with their homers. JT might get Ruggs, if he comes back to the league, which I think he is. He's definitely going to get Ruggs. He's probably going to reach on him as well. I mean, I'm not going to reach on Cam Akers, but I can't promise I'm not going to take him if Buzz is going around the room like, oh, the Rams have Cam Akers, he's the number one running back, then I'm going to take my guy because I deserve to have Rams players on my fucking team instead of just having Greg Zuerlein in Rams defense every fucking year. I can't even trade for Rams players. That's what's fucked up. You guys fucking do me dirty as fuck.
I'm gonna get. I'll get Akers, and I'll give him to you.
All right. Yeah, collusion on camera right now. Watch that actually happen too. We're gonna forget about this video.
Nah, I'm not gonna draft Cam Akers. No, but you can't even say. I don't think I'm one of the people who are like biased to my team players because if you look at it, like I haven't even really gotten any of my players in previous years. Like I haven't had Sutton. I had Lindsey the first year off of waivers when he blew up.
Yeah, hoarding him.
Well, duh. That was my guy. That's the year I won it all. We haven't had a quarterback since freaking Peyton Manning, 2013 season.
Yeah.
And, Demaryius Thomas, no quarterback help. Maybe Emmanuel Sanders. I don't know if I've had him, though.
I know Nate had him 2 years in a row, and I was trying to trade for him.
I was trying to get him last year, and I just couldn't. Like, people just didn't want to trade with me. It was just kind of pissed me off. After a while, I just had to accept my fate and just give up the belt. Now it'll be back.
Yeah, I don't think anytime soon. It's definitely coming back. I'm going to put it in the universe. I'm winning the 2020 season for the simple fact that I have the best draft knowledge. Yes, I said it.
Debatable. Highly debatable, bro. Last year, you had one of the worst drafts I've ever seen you draft.
What?
Yes.
Do we have to recap my team real quick?
Bro, your draft was trash.
My worst pick was Geis in the 6th round, and I took that to the chin.
Oh, dude, Geis. If Geis would have came back and never got hurt, I could have went maybe a lot deeper, and I could have even, maybe competed for the chip.
I dropped Geis a total of 4 times last season on waivers. Dropped him 4 times. I kept picking him up, dropping him, picking him up, dropping him. 4 times I did that shit. That was the worst pick of my draft. But you're going to say I had the worst draft when I hit every single position, bro?
I'm saying for you had your worst draft. I'm not saying the worst draft in our league. Obviously, that would be impossible.
I think I had my best draft. I think it worked out. It worked out just how I wanted it to work out. I got Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, Leonard Fournette, and then I followed up with Patrick Mahomes in the
Leonard Fournette is trash.
What?
He's trash.
Nah.
Yes, he is. You know it, dude. He's always hurt, and that whole offense is trash.
Yes, but he had his best years, PPR-wise. He had 74 receptions, which is not going to happen again. I'm not going to say draft him again this year, but he's not going to see 74 catches again. No way. That's the only thing that made him fantasy relevant. He had more catches than Zeke. He had more catches than Saquon because it was hurt, obviously. But it's like he had more catches than Melvin Gordon. Yeah, he was up there with the tiers.
Oh, that's who I had in my dynasty league, my keepers. I drafted Saquon. And I should have drafted CMC. I had the number 1 pick.
Oh, you dick.
And the only reason I drafted Saquon is because it was dynasty. If it wasn't, I would have drafted CMC.
You don't go anyone else but CMC. He's proven year after year, Mr. 101.
What do you mean year after year? He's only been in the league 2 years or 3 years.
3 years. Exactly. The first year.
3 years, but the first year wasn't like he's the guy.
First year I got him in the 3rd round. That should say something. Nobody knew. So it was kind of like you had to go off his college hype. And I knew the offense he was going into, he was going to be a fucking playmaker. Yeah. So I'm not going to say I knew he was 1-on-1, but after that following year, you sure already knew, like, yo, this dude has his own playbook. He's fucking all over the field. Yo, he was on the field 99% of the time, bro. That 1% was like literally just him walking off the field, getting a drink of water, and then go right the fuck back on, which is crazy.
Literally, yeah.
So,
because last year, or no, not last year, but the 2 years before, I got him in the 2nd round. Like you said, you got him in the 3rd round the first year, his first year. I got him in the 2nd round, his 2nd year, and then now he'll never leave the 1st round.
Never. Hell no. It
He
doesn't
won't even leave like the top 3 ever.
The only thing that does worry me, this is the only risk with him going 1. New head coach, new quarterback, new system. I mean, the no-brainer as a fan should be feed CMC no matter what, at all costs. There should be no change of fucking plan at all.
He's definitely proven that.
Yeah, but again, we're going into a world of the NFL where head coaches come in with their vision and they just find a way to fuck things up. So I'm not going to be 100% sold on that offense, but I think he is the obvious primary player on that fucking team. So you have to feed him.
Oh yeah, I mean they definitely have to build around him.
I mean,
They just extended. They just gave him the extension.
They got to pay him. So we'll see. I think we had a pretty good episode. We're on an hour and 5 minutes. Shit, I said 45 minutes. I thought this time flies.
Oh yeah, when you're talking football.
Hell yeah. We're definitely going to be doing this again, Fantasy Trash Talkers. I got to get the little logo under here instead of this real deal fantasy shit.
I got to get my backdrop.
Yeah, get your backdrop. Use the green screen.
I got to download an app.
Download an app, for real.
I'm going to just hang up my Von Miller jersey. I'm about to hang up my new throwback Magic Shaquille O'Neal jersey that I just
Oh, yeah, I see it. You got that from your cousin, right?
Yeah, he's got his own little page, his little drifting page. I'll give him a shot. I'll give him a shout on.
That's fucking dope.
So, in episodes to come, I'll be shouting him out.
I definitely seen that shit. Like, yo, that jersey.
He gets like everything, like all types of jerseys. He gets like all types of clothes, men's, women's. He gets like. I've gotten my University of Miami cups, like glasses, like pretty nice mugs. That Heineken jersey, I got that from him.
Oh, word. I'm about to hit him up for that tie-dye shirt, though.
He gets good shit. Do you follow him?
Yeah. I just followed him the other day.
He gets some good stuff.
Yeah, he need to hook me up. Some Ram shit.
Let him know. He'll keep an eye out. If he sees something, he'll probably get it.
I want some tie-dye shit too. Try to get into that to this summer that we're probably not gonna have.
Yeah, I know. He's been like tie-dyeing everything now. He like obsessed with tie-dyeing, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that shit looks dope though. I mean,
yeah, he's getting like a lot better at it too. Like when he first started, like you could tell but now like the patterns are coming out like crisp.
Hell yeah. Shit, man. We'll probably do this once a week. You think?
Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah.
Season closer to the league, we'll start amping it up. We could probably do it twice, 3 days a week. Who cares? Because we're virtually going to be doing this for a while anyway because of this quarantine shit.
Yeah, there's nothing better to do.
Fuck no. So, 2 weeks from now or next week, we got our league meeting, so that'll be an episode.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting to see what the fuck happens. But we'll get to that soon. But let's close this bitch out. This is Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ with my boy Orlando. Peace. End broadcast.
Oh.